Hey everyone, it's Carissa Wiley at sprinkledwithglitter.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have such an exciting video to share with you. The brand new inks from Pinkfresh Studio are here. This rounds out their collection of fabulous inks, and here is a look at the brand new colors. Now these fit in so well with the previous colors, and these have such a sophisticated vibe. So you can see there are 6 new color collections, each with 4 colors each in true Pinkfresh Studio fashion, making ink blending or stamp layering so easy because you have a light, a medium, and a dark in all of the shades. Now, in addition to these colors, Pinkfresh Studio is also releasing the brand new Calico White Pigment ink. Now, on my ink pad, it says it's a dye ink. It is not. It has been corrected on the final version of these, but it's a great foam pad with a great white pigment ink. Now, Pinkfresh Studio colored inks are a dye-based ink. They are a raised felt pad. So if you are a fan of felt pads over foam pads, these are great inks to add to your collection. They are also fast drying. They kind of smooth out as they dry, which makes them great for ink blending. They're also compatible with water-based techniques. So they're something that you can kind of use in your stash. They're like a general great everyday ink for various techniques. Now, before these arrived, I went ahead and prepared my little swatch cards, and I'm going to swatch out the ink colors for you and kind of talk you through these various colors of brand new inks. I'm starting with the Rose Garden collection, and this is Cherry Blossom. It is a beautiful warm pink. It fits so nicely between Ballet Slipper and Coral Reef, and it is my new favorite pink from the Pinkfresh line. We're going to go from lightest to darkest as we swatch each of these colors. Now take note that as Pinkfresh Studio inks dry, they kind of dry back a little bit and they smooth out. So you can see the one on the right I just stamped. The one on the left has dried back a little bit, so it does kind of smooth out and fade back just slightly, and that will give you your finished result. Now, Rose Garden has some really great earthy reds in it, including that Begonia and this Mulberry blush, which I think are absolutely beautiful. And I did want to mention, I'm not going over exactly how I swatch in this video. I do have a full swatching video available on YouTube. So if you're looking for what stamp I use and how I do this, I have a full video on that. So I will be sure to link that below. So now we've moved into the Chasing Sunsets collection, starting with Sunkissed, moving into Mimosa, and then Mango Sorbet, and then we're going to finish off with Fruit Punch. These are some gorgeous, vibrant, warm oranges. I think they are they kind of border that red to orange transition really nicely. And now we're moving into Weeping Willow. Now, this is one of my favorite collections because I felt like these colors were missing from the Pinkfresh Studio color collection before. Now, these have some like yellowy greens or green yellows. They're kind of right between what you would consider a true green and a true yellow. And they have some gorgeous shades like Limoncello, Citron, Bay Leaf, and Spanish Moss. And I have a feeling I am going to be using these a lot because I love a good yellow green. Now, the next color collection is called Green Gables. Now, I probably would have called this Succulents or something like that because these greens remind me of succulents. They have kind of that gray, earthy quality about them. This collection includes sage, eucalyptus, spruce tips, and lush forest. And I have to tell you, that lush forest ink is so deep and rich and beautiful. You're gonna love it for the holidays, but you're also gonna love it year round. So there are 2 new green color collections, but I think they are so different. And I love a good green because they really are kind of like a neutral in your color palettes. Now, I stamped these on the wrong cards, but I'm starting out with Waterfall here and then moving on to Turquoise. This is from the Amalfi Coast color collection. After Turquoise, we have this gorgeous Paradise color, and then finally Atlantis. And Atlantis is another one of those colors that I absolutely fell in love with. It's deep, it's dark, it's rich. It's not really navy, it's not really teal, it's kind of hard to describe, but in just a moment here, I'm gonna show you how these fit into the full Pinkfresh Studio rainbow. Now, the last color collection is the Napa Valley color collection. And I would really describe these as some cool toned purples. So you have sheer freesia, wisteria, hydrangea, and opulence. And they are some gorgeous purples. If you are a purple lover, you're gonna wanna grab these for your stash. But I really do love how these color collections take the guesswork out because there's lights, mediums, and darks in every single one of these. So whether you're stamp layering or ink blending, there's not much thought that goes into it. But look at these brand new colors. Are they not gorgeous? Now let's look at them in comparison to Pinkfresh Studio existing inks. So I have my reds, pinks, and oranges here on this first page. I have the old mixed in with the new, or the originals mixed in with the new. And this is the Rose Garden color collection here. So those are new. And this is the Chasing Sunsets color collection. So those are new as well. You can see there's not really overlap between the colors that already exist and the new colors, but that cherry blossom, you guys, I cannot get over it. I absolutely love it. Now let's look at the yellows and the greens. Now greens are really important in a palette because they can act as a neutral. And here is the new Weeping Willow collection that kind of bridges the gap between the yellows and the greens. And then we have the Green Gables collection here at the bottom. They're kind of those gray greens with that little succulent feel to them, but they work really nicely into the pre-existing Pinkfresh Studio color palette, and they really just kind of round it all out. Now, if I had to describe all of these colors overall, these colors add a sophistication to the Pinkfresh Studio palette. The original Pinkfresh palette was really bright and beautiful rainbow, but these have kind of a sophisticated quality to them, and I love the way that they just work in. Now, this is the Amalfi Coast collection, so that's a brand new collection here. You can see how it works into the pre-existing. I love that waterfall color. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I have to say that the Atlantis color is one of my favorites of all of the 24 new inks that Pinkfresh released. So let's take a look at the purples and see how the new purples compare to the original purples. So these are the new purples here. That is the Napa Valley collection. And you can see they're a little bit cooler and have a little bit of a gray quality to them. They're very beautiful. I love the way that they've named them. But if I had to pick some favorites from the collection, I pulled these out. So favorites from the collection include Cherry Blossom, Peony, Begonia, Spanish Moss, Lush, Forest, Eucalyptus, and Atlantis. So if I had to pick some favorites, and it was hard for me to narrow them down, which is why there's so many here, I would say that those are my favorites. Now these colors are available in the full-size ink pads, ink cubes, and re-inkers, and they are available today, September 29th, so go grab them. I wanted to show you another product that Pinkfresh Studio is releasing, and that is their new ink cube holders. So there are two sizes. There is a 48 cube size and a 72 cube size. So either one to hold 48 colors or all 72 Pinkfresh colors. It comes in this gorgeous blush pink vegan leather. The inside has this velvety feel. There's an embossed logo on the top, gorgeous gold zipper pulls. The little organizer on the inside that holds the cubes in place is actually removable, so you can use this to store other products and supplies in your craft room as well. But you can see these are the OG colors in the ink cubes, and I have them placed in the 48 holder here. And this snaps closed to hold them all in place. Now here's a look at the 72 ink cube holder. It's a little bit longer than the 48 cube holder size. Obviously it needs to be a little bit bigger. It's the same width and the same height, but this holds 72 ink cubes, which is the full Pinkfresh Studio collection with the new colors added. And I did want to show you that it also holds other ink cubes from other brands as well. So it's a beautiful item to add to your collection. So there's a look at the brand new inks just released from Pinkfresh Studio for 2023. I love the new life that all of these colors are going to breathe into the products that I already have. As always, check the YouTube description for links below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous day.